We have covered 31 projects over 7 days, and we have done the likes of Bristol, Cardiff, Glasgow, Edinburgh, Birmingham, Manchester, and now we're in sunny London.
What we're looking for is really exemplar office buildings, and that's where the project teams and the clients have gone a little bit further than we would expect. So something that's either a little bit innovative, somewhere where there are some new ideas that have been formulated, something that takes it a little bit beyond the norm. And then really, I mean, it sounds really stupid, but a lot of the submissions that we read don't actually answer the questions. So I think a fundamental thing to focus on is look at the question that the BCO is setting. There are a number of bullet points that give you a clue as to the sort of things they're looking for in the answer. And I would really go to town on that in a really succinct way.
I think it's really important that the entrants actually read the categories. The categories are quite clear, but sometimes they might not fit perfectly within those categories. If you have any queries or questions, it's definitely worth checking that with the BCO, because getting in the right category can make the difference between winning or losing, or certainly change the way that the judges approach the visits.
I think be clear in the submission. The clarity of the submission, sometimes there's too much detail, a lot of words. We have a lot of submissions to review, so please understand from the judge's point of view what they're looking for. Answer the questions clearly and concisely.
With the award submission, my advice and tip would be to answer every question fully. A mistake people often make is to avoid a question if they don't feel strong or confident in that area. On the day of the judges' visits, you need to take us through the journey of how you achieved greatness in your building, and take us to the actual things within the building that you want to bring to life out of your submission.
On the day of the judges' visits, show us your buildings, show us what makes a difference to the building and the changes that you've made and the benefits to the occupants. And please remember, it's not an architectural competition.
I think it's important that the entrants take the time during the judging visit, although time is limited, to actually explain the story and the rationale for the project. It's not only about how shiny, how successful and compliant the building is. It's actually about the story and the rationale and the reasoning behind why that project has moved forward.
Although you're doing your presentation at the beginning, we really want to get out into the building and to see the stuff. The judging criteria have moved on in the last couple of years, and there's been a new submission or new publication of the guide to specification. So a judging tip would be know what's in the specification and actually respond to that, because the judges are aware of what's in the specification, and you should be too if you're submitting an award.
Do take the time to explain and show to the judges during the walking visit where the building's different, where the project sets itself apart from elsewhere in the market.